My name is Raphael Idu, CEO Coke. I'm running for the post of ex-officio member of this distinguished organization, the AAAN. My goal is to support the candidacy of Mr. Lanre Adisa as president, and during his tenure, help him fully actualize his REV agenda.
Like a Nigerian politician, yes sir. One person. Yes sir. One will leave here now. Now we will. We will go where the spirit of our president lives.
Dear delegates, my name is Olabisi. I work with Criminal Alert Africa, and I am contesting for the position of an ex-officio in our great association.
You want me to sing it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If you permit me to just say one thing, if you don't mind. Okay.
You said the elections for choosing the elections have ended.
No, I just said thank you because I'm optimistic. Yeah, I believe you will choose me. Thank you. I will do. Yes, very well. Thank you.
George, you wanted to say something.
I wanted to say that while we're listening to the panel, first I must appreciate the privilege to be in the room and to listen to wisdom. I was going to say that I heard a lot about government, and I see that there's probably going to be a lot of improvements with government relations in this new tenure as I serve with the president, because I'm in Abuja and then easily can go and sit down in these places and use my team and all of that to get things done. So I believe that that's one thing. I didn't mention that in the video, but I believe I'll be able to bring that to the table. Thank
you. I'm Lanre Adisa, and today I am excited to present to you my candidacy for an ex-officio role at REV. Before I delve into my aspirations, let me share this with my journey. Nearly 2 decades ago, fresh out of youth service, I entered dynamic world of advertising, driven by the thirst for
I'm a managing partner, co-founder, the Hook Creative Agency. I'm honored to be running for the position of Assistant Public Secretary for the AAAN. This nomination is a testament to our collective commitment.
As the Publicity Secretary, I've only got 2 minutes to justify why I am the right candidate for this role. Hence, I'll just dive straight to the point. My desire is to build on the image-making effort of my predecessor in line with the aspiration of the AAAN by firstly creating visibility, reliability, and easy recall of a reputable body in the heart and mind of the public.
No, she's not going back. No. She's not going back. The reason we have these videos is so that we can ask real questions. I didn't stress for the ex-officio because it's ex-officio, right? But this is business, so yes. So maybe let me ask you the first question. I'm not sure this one's working. She's threatening. I refuse to be threatened. So you know how everybody feels like they're creative, and even from the conversations here, everyone on the road, everyone is a creator. So long as you can make something, you can create, you can think, right? If you're elected as publicity secretary, how would you make the craft of advertising or the profession of advertising more glamorous, so that even from the conversations of us having government as clients, because they have as many ministries and parastatals to go around all the agencies anyway, how would you position, or how would you and your team position this industry so that we're glamorous enough for big clients and even the government to want to work with us? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shay, for that question. So I think that if she asked me that question, I wonder what the question to the president will be. But, but it's a good one. We've all said this over the period that we haven't told our stories, and that's why we don't have much of involvement. And it's high time we get to tell the story. First, I would like to say that this is not a single effort. It takes a collective effort and collaborative effort to achieve what you just said. And I won't boast to say that it's something that I'm going to walk in the park. But we know that this is going to be a lot of effort, and we need the support of everyone in carrying this assignment along. And lastly, what I would like to drop is the fact that in terms of our creative content and pushing it out there, until we all get around not being selfish about ourselves, but the cause of the organization, for the cause of this association. And then when we all take the bull by the horn and decide to move with it, we'll run with it, and then collectively we can do something together. I don't think that is one or the ESCO's effort or the ESCO's input. I think it's a collective effort for everyone in the association to do. But I'm willing to offer my service in conjunction with all my colleagues that work together and achieve this goal.
Thank you.
Publicity is a very huge role. When you said she's asking you this, what would you ask the president? The president's role is, and what people have done, is as if as being an agenda, you know what it's saying. But publicity is the eye, the ear, the mouth, everything. So what are your own initiatives? So two questions, what are you building on from somewhere, and what are your own initiatives? Very important.
All right. Thank you very much, Asisa, for that question. Okay, two questions in one. First one, you recognize what my predecessor has done, and I think in terms of that, I did my 2 minutes clip did make reference to that, to say I recognize the effort of my predecessor, and the onus is on us to take this forward, moving forward. And I think your first question was happily answered by my short video talking about creating visibility and enhancing it. And one good thing about this is even before I take a decision to go in for the role, I had to consult, with my predecessor, and we've had chats, and and it's something that we're still working on to ensure that we meet up and sustain the momentum that has been created prior to now.
Please, let's pay attention.
My name is Olusola Adekule, Creative Limited. Over the last couple of years, the association have moved and experienced several notches over and above expectations, and to contribute to the continued sustenance of this momentum, I'm putting up myself up for the position of honorary treasurer for our association. Okay, I am an
Oh my God.
Good evening, everyone.
Please, can you assure us
You have my assurance that we will drink only Coke and Aquafina. Yes, very good Coke. CFR, GCFR. Yes, sir.
anyone's name of elders. So the question is, what is the new and fresh thing you're bringing to bear in the expo right now? I've been doing that
Around for a while.
around the block many times.
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said, we've had a lot of developments over the last 4 years. Being part of the ESCO for the last ESCO that's going to be handing over from tomorrow, what I have seen is we've had a lot of interest generated by agencies that have never really wanted to associate with AAAN. We've seen this interest and we need to build on it. However, one of the things that has been lacking is the fact that we need to have an association that is self-sustaining. We can't really go cup in hand every time to our clients to begin to ask for donations. So the foundation will be laid, and we believe.
Go ahead, please. Vice President, Mr. Adekoyejo Abiola.
Esteemed colleagues, my name is Adekoyejo. I am your candidate for the Vice Presidency of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria. I stand before you, committed to a vision that honors our past and embraces the promising future of our profession. Our campaign theme, Stronger Together, embodies that vision. It's not just a motto, it's our belief that only together can we achieve unity, collective growth within our association. It encapsulates our drive to enhance the relevance, expand the reach, and maximize the value of our association for every member. Today, more than ever, our industry demands innovation and adaptability. It is essential that we forge a path that encourages fresh ideas while continuing to draw on the fast pool of youth and experience within our association. Working with the presidential candidate on the REV agenda, which stands for Relevance, Expansion and Value, we will ensure that the AAAN is equipped to meet the challenges of today and set new standards for tomorrow. With your support, we will build a more connected and robust association. Let's move forward together, united in our goals and strengthened by our shared commitment to the future of advertising in Nigeria. Thank you for considering my candidacy. Together, let's shape the future.
Please come forward. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Do we have questions from the House? Okay, let me ask you the first one while others are thinking about their answer. So what personal qualities do you think that you have that will be of great value to your candidacy as the Vice President of the Association?
I believe in collaboration as a person. Every business entity that I am involved in is a partnership. I don't own anything alone. I don't believe in it. So, like I said, united together. That's the essence of what I bring. The REV agenda is pretty simple and it's clear. Like Mr. Jenkins always said, I serve at the pleasure of the President. So, what I'm trying to do here is support Mr. Adisa in this very Herculean task that he's about to take on. The shoes that he's going to step into are quite big, and I believe he's going to need all the help and all the vigor from the younger members of the EXCO to help him see the vision to fruition.
Very pleased that a lot of people are
Yes, congrats.
Considering the fact that we're just coming from Denver, so I was going to agenda is for ensuring that we have even more women like I've been already in such high, you know what tokenism, we want to apply. When we have the next female president and female
Thank you very much. Like all the other potential EXCO members have said, it takes a collaborative effort. Working with the likes my senior colleague over there, and also the very vivacious women on the EXCO to be, I believe it's going to be very interesting to see how we can stop women from participating. It's not going to be easy, and I don't think we want to even venture in that. So in terms of my collaboration with women in advertising, I believe it is important to reach out to young up-and-coming women who are starting their practices and trying to get more recognition, build them up, help them get into the fold, just like Mr. Steve did for us, and just pass on the torch pretty much. That's what it is. Thank you.
Otherwise known as LA. I started my advertising career in 1990 as a young trainee copywriter. Little then did I know what was ahead of me. I must say I've had a very exciting career in advertising. It's gone on for me to even, be privileged enough to start an advertising agency called Nuazak Communications. My first AGM was 2004. That was the year that the association transitioned from AAPN to AAAN. What a year. And ever since then, I've been involved in one way or the other with AAAN. In 2005, I was made a member of the events committee. In 2006, Life was born, that is the Lagos Advertising Ideas Festival. Working with my team at TBWA, I was privileged to come up not just with the name, but the logo and the essence of Life Awards. It's quite humbling to see what has become of Life today. Apart from that, I was also made a chairman of the membership committee and that of the Constitution Review Committee. In 2020, just when the COVID-19 was biting hard, I was made the chairman of Life Management Board. But leading to that was my proposal to the association for a talking platform called Life and Direct, which brought a whole lot of people together from the industry to talk about industry issues. In that same year, I was lucky enough to be elected by you to be an ex-officio of our association, and I've done that for the past 4 years. So why am I running for the office of the president this year? For the past 4 years, I've been so lucky to work with a team that's been so determined to reposition our association. We've done a whole lot to earn respect, to do more and give value to our industry and to our members. This past 4 years, we've been able to build a strong foundation for our industry and our association in particular. But we all know that the challenges ahead of us are more than we can imagine. We need to give hope to those in the business and to those who are to come behind us. That's why I'm running the agenda of REV, R for relevance, E for expansion, and V for value. Why relevance? For those of us in the business and those to come behind us, we need to have reason to do what we do. We need to build respect, not just within our industry, but outside it as well. We need to build respect for our industry, to take our pride of place, not just here in Nigeria, but across the continent and around the world. We've started our journey, but there's a whole lot more that we can do. We need to build relevance with the people that we work with, the stakeholders, the government, and other people. That we need to do together. Expansion. AAAN, as we speak, has 80 registered members. But you and I know there are a whole lot more people out there plying this trade of advertising. How do we bring them in? Because the more we have in here, the better for all of us. So part of what we'll be doing is making it appealing for people outside of here to be part of our business. And in doing that, we're able to also raise the standard for our industry. Part of the beauties of being the chairman of the Constitution Review Committee was the fact that I know for sure that the Constitution allows for us to expand the scope beyond what we're doing right now, to bring all sorts of practitioners in, but ensure quality more than anything else. That is something I'm committed to, and I hope to work with the next EXCO to ensure that we bring quality membership to bear. Value. We all talk about value all the time. What's in it for us? There is no easy answer, but I believe that with the right team, we all can find a way of doing more than we're doing now, to give value to those who are in the business, to give them reasons to be part of what we're doing, and ensure that those we work for, our clients, also get better value from what we do. This is the REV agenda, and I believe that with the right team, together we can make things better for ourselves. We've built a foundation, a strong foundation. Now, with this mandate, I believe that together we can be stronger for the future. Your vote for me is not just about me as a person. It's a vote for our future, for all of us, for the best that is ahead of us.
expect a lot of hands up, so I can ask questions. Would you like a seat, please, because you might be here for forever. Not forever, but for a while.
I understand.
Thank you. So while you guys are thinking about your question, let me ask the first question. I know you have spoken about a few things, but just to be a lot more direct, what do you see as the two biggest challenges that the association has, and how do you intend to solve those?
Thank you very much. And first and foremost, good evening, everyone. Most especially elders around here. Good evening. We have a whole lot of things ahead of us, but I think there are things right now that are biting very hard. There's a big issue with regulation, but it's a very sensitive thing in terms of how do you maintain balance, ensure continuity and harmony, and ensure that the people that we serve, the clients in particular, get a better deal. And I think a whole lot will happen with partnering and understanding. The schism we have right now is coming from, we all know why, a lot of misunderstanding on the part of some elements on the client side. But I can assure you one thing is this: since this exercise started, I've had people on that side reach out to me. A whole lot of them are interested in resolving this issue. Sometimes you have a situation where a subculture takes over from the culture. And I think that's what AAAN, we need to just say that it is facing right now. So there are lots of elements within AAAN who are looking for, a better relationship with this side of the divide, so to say. There should be no need for a divide in the first place. And also, when we're able to have them informally now, back to Mr. Onobolu's use of the word, seriously, when you do things formally, even with ARCON, you may not get so far. That's my belief. There's a whole lot of informal things that we need to do, speak behind the doors. And by the time we come out, it's easier for us to agree at something. So I think for me, that informal route is very important, knowing that on that side, there are people who are willing to know. It pains me, I must tell you. I've had people tell me, we have to stop all our online advertising. That's our members losing money. That's brands that don't get exposed. And that is going to have a negative impact on the economy at a time like this. So the more we make it easy for businesses to work, the better for all of us. So for me, it's not about talking about two issues. I think that is the main issue right now. If we solve that issue, there's a whole lot that we can achieve going forward. So it's not just, just in the name. It's real, it's serious for me. The idea of a REV is not just trying to get an acronym, but actually let it drive. It's not starting something really new. It's building on what we've done so far. The biggest thing we face, let's face it, among other things, that we're talking about now, is what kind of recognition do we get as an industry? It's 51 years this year of AAAN, but mark you, in 2028, it's going to be 100 years of advertising in Nigeria. And that's the reality. And we still get treated like rookies. What we want to do is actually, beyond the talk of a video, sit down and workshop the idea of REV. How will it really work? In different respects, what do we need to do in the immediate and what do we do long term? But resolving those issues right now with AAAN and all that is just, an existential thing we need to resolve. But more importantly is how do we really position ourselves as a national, association that should be respected as professionals, not just anything. I think for me, the first thing is, it may not be the thing that anybody outside will see, but I think that's where it starts from. The harmony, the understanding of the expo. That to me is very important because that's where decisions are made. We had an expo that I could tell you 9 out of 10 times you will have about 90-95% attendance. And with quality participation. For me, that is very important. We need to make sure that the next expo is able to do that and even do better. I would love to keep that. The other thing I think that worked also for me is because this association runs on committees, getting the committees to work. The first thing I'd like to do is there any committee we have now that is performing well, we will try as much as possible to ensure that we can continue in that respect. If there are people that we think are still good,
to serve in those roles, we would like to keep them. But outside of that, we also look out for other people who can add something fresh, to what we're doing. So for me, that is very, very crucial.